him. However, he has a freshman quarterback that is doing an incredible job for them.
Yeah, like you said, we hit on it last time we did their game. They lost some very key players, and that's hard to replace. And you know, they have young kids here. Even Ryan Mallon, who they really depend on. He's only a sophomore. I mean, tough, hard runner, good kid, but you know, you're dependent on young players.
Lower Cape May in their home black trimmed in light blue uniforms, their white helmets with the black streak down the top and the LCMR emblem on the side. Egg Harbor Township in a really cool, unique white uniform top with splatter black paint, black pants, and all black helmets with the eagle emblem on the side. EHT will kick from your right to left on your radio or your online visual if you're seeing. And we are ready to get started here at Lower Cape May Regional.
Let's see what happens here. This kicker was kicking pretty good in warm-ups, and there's a short kick up.
Damian Richardson, a freshman kicker, kicks it, one hops it, picked up by Lower, taken out to the 38-yard line of Lower, and Lower will take over. Led on the field by freshman Ashton Ray, a freshman quarterback who's going through some growing pains, but is really doing a nice job, Ryan, as a freshman. I mean, you can't expect him to come in here, play a varsity game, take on this division, which is unbelievable for Lower Cape May, and expect to have a banner year right out of the gate.
Yeah, and I'm sure, you know, as a freshman, he's probably looking across that line. And that front line of VHC has some really big boys, especially number 74 there, as Coach Davis was alluding to earlier, Matthew Cable. He's, you know, being looked at. He's a Division I prospect, and he's right in the middle there, looking Ashton right in the face.
Ashton in the shotgun, flanked by two running backs. Inside handoff. Picks up for about 3 yards down to the Lower Cape May 43-yard line. Bring up second down and 6. Beautiful night here in Lower. Beautiful October night. Crowd starting to come in here on a homecoming evening for the Tigers. Some alumni in the stands. EHT travels well. Their stands are pretty full. 2nd and 7, ball in the 41 of Lower Cape May. Ray in the shotgun. Motion play, inside handoff.
Straight to Bracken again. That was number 2 on there. You're going to hear him a lot. That's Maximus Kachi. Max Bracken's a junior. Looks like, as Coach Bailey was saying, Sarah, you know, is a little nicked up and is not sure how much he can get out of him tonight. So looks like the first 2 they go to Max Bracken. Hopefully get him going.
Talk about some injuries with Coach Bailey before the game. Both Dennis Sarah and Ryan Mallon were ninged up last week against St. Joe. Didn't practice much this week, and they were listed as doubtful for this game. So this is a definite deficit for the Tigers to start out here. 3rd and 6, ball on the 42, 10-14. We just started this game here at Lower Cape May, taking on the Eagles of EHT. Again, handed off inside to Bracken. He stood up at the line and may lose a yard. Good coverage by the Eagles on that defensive front 4.
It's like that was Brian McNeil on that handoff. Usually Brian, like we said, you have some injuries to a team like this, they got to move players around. Brian's usually out set up as a wide out there. They got him in the backfield running the ball.
Looks like Brian McNeil will take the punting duties over for the Tigers. Punting into a breeze of about 7 miles an hour. Back to receive for Egg Harbor Township is Daniel Dunn, a senior tailback. The kick is high and fielded and fair caught at the 25-yard line. 9:18 here at Lower Cape May. Nothing between the Tigers and the EHT Eagles. Reminder that this 2024 West Jersey football broadcast is proudly brought to you by the Crest Savings Bank, banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit crestsavings.com. Broadcast also brought to you in part by Hemingway's at the Grand, a local's favorite restaurant for lunch and dinner. Hemingway's Oceanfront on the Beach Avenue in Cape May. Follow them on Facebook as well. EHT takes the ball, first down and 10, inside handoff. Ooh, shoestring tackle.
Ryan Mallon saved it. That would have been a tough one, the first play of the game.
Would have been a real tough play. Senior Noah Dawkins, who's their go-to guy in the backfield, took it for about 14 yards to open the play over the left tackle and sets up the first down for EHT.
EHT's hurrying up.
Fake play. Kachi keeps it and picks up 2 yards. Xavier Kachi, a sophomore, who before the game we talked to Coach Davis and said he's got one interest already in 1AA as a sophomore. He's only going to get better. This kid has passed for 712 yards, 4 touchdowns, and has ran for 8 himself in just 4 games. So to say he's electric at the age of 15 is pretty good.
Big boy, too, back there, 6'1", 210.
Second and 8, he looks to pass, throws it out to his flat to Thomas Thompson, senior receiver for the Eagles. Picks up a couple yards, and Castellano picks up a tackle for the Tigers. Bringing up 3rd and 3, ball on the own Eagles 43-yard line. 8:06 here in the opening quarter, no score. Lower Cape May on defense. Kachi for the Eagles back in the shotgun. He takes the snap, he keeps the snap, he runs, and picks up about 9 yards on the run. Takes the ball across the 50 down to the Lower Cape May 47-yard line for a 10-yard pickup. Again, I was saying Kachi has 335 yards rushing in 4 games and 8 touchdowns. He's for a young kid, he's got it going on.
Yeah, and listen, they line up, they get right on the ball, and they're executing, they're firing off the ball, they're controlling the line of scrimmage, and the holes are there for them.
Kachi, another keeper over the right side, picks up 5-6 and is taken down at the Lower Cape May 41. 7:19 in the first quarter, no score. A 6-yard pickup by the quarterback, Xavier Kachi, who has a twin brother that also plays in the team as well. Kachi in the shotgun, Dawkins behind him. Ball on the Lower Cape May 42. 7-minute mark in the first quarter, no score. Kachi looks to the flat, throws the ball, and caught by Jordan Senacious. Picks up the first down. Senacious, a senior for the Eagles. And so far, Ryan, it looks like the Eagles are moving the ball pretty easily against Lower's defense.
Yeah, the D-backs, I mean, it doesn't look like, he was a big boy out there, a receiver, but it doesn't look like the speed was tremendous, but, Lower's giving them a huge cushion, and EHT took advantage of that, completed it, made about a 15-yard gain on a simple smash route.
Kachi by himself,
design quarterback.
Up the middle, across the left tackle, breaks a tackle and scores a touchdown. 6-0 Egg Harbor, 6:21 in the first quarter on a 28-yard scamper by sophomore Xavier Kachi. For the first score of the game, Ryan, he went over left tackle and was maybe touched a little bit and then walked pretty much into the end zone, a design quarterback keeper.
Yeah, they executed that well, pulled the guard. The guard almost didn't even have anyone to hit coming through that whole lead.
Justin Donahue on the kick for the Eagles. A low kick that's blocked. And it stays 6-0 with 6:21 here at Lower Cape May. Ed Gorski and Ryan Trano will be right back to this brief message on 98.7 The Coast WCZT.
So
Tigers just gave up a 28-yard scamper to the Egg Harbor Township Eagle sophomore quarterback Xavier Kachi and find themselves in a 6-0 hole after a blocked extra point.
Yeah, Kachi accounted for 56 yards on that first drive, and as a sophomore, I mean, big boy, composed. He really impressive on that first drive.
Justin Donahue, correction.
Another short kick.
Damian Richardson on the kickoff, fielded at the 30th lower, breaks a tackle across the 40 to the 45, across the 50. A great run.
It's a great return by
the
John
Tigers.
Fernandez.
John Fernandez, the receiving player for the Tigers, a nice almost 40-yard scamper to put the ball in Eagle territory at the 48-yard line.
You don't want to put a lot on his shoulders, but with Sarah looking like he's not really going to go, and a freshman quarterback, you're going to need big plays out of players like John Fernandez, and they got that there. They needed that return. They needed to kind of get some good field position, and he had a good, strong return on that one.
Ashton Ray, 3 men in motion for the Tigers. They shift to the right side. Ray in the shotgun. Takes the ball, fakes the handoff. The pitch out to McNeil, and he does not get any gain. No tackle. No gain and a tackle by
Larry Wilson.
I'm sorry.
He came up, made a good tackle on that to get a stop on that last series, but he exploded up on that play. He's a senior there, and you can tell he's a good. He came up, wrapped, and secured that tackle.
A loss of 1 yard for the Tigers. 2nd and 11. Ball on the Eagle 49-yard line. Ashton Ray breaks the huddle, comes out, shotgun. Brian McNeil to his right, 3 receivers to his left. Ball is snapped. He's looking to throw. He throws across the middle. Caught, taken in, breaks a tackle, breaks 2 tackles, and picks up a first down for the Tigers.
John Fernandez again there. 14-yard gain.
John Fernandez, a great receiver for the Tigers, has 163 yards and a touchdown on the year so far, plus a 2-point conversion, which is pretty promising. 2 touchdowns for the Tigers from Ashton Ray. A nice 14-yard pickup for the Tigers, a first down, the first down for them this game, and the ball is on the 35-yard line of the Tigers. 4:40 to play here in the first quarter, 6-0 EHT. Ashton Ray in the shotgun again, McNeil to his right. Option play, pitch out to McNeil, cuts it up the right side across the 30 to 25 to the 20. He's knocked down at the 12-yard line. Brian McNeil on a great run. A 14-yard gain for the Tigers and another first down line. This has got to make Coach Bailey pretty happy.
Yeah, absolutely. He just turned a loss, which could have been a real tough play, into a huge gain, puts Lower in position to go in. And this is exactly the drive that they needed to answer that quick touchdown by EHT.
4:20, ball on the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ray in the shotgun, McNeil to his left, inside handoff. Oh, it might have been a horse collar, no flag.
By Alex Nelson.
And a 5-yard pickup by Alex Nelson, fill-in running back for the Tigers. Bringing up second down. 2nd and 4. Ball on the 8-yard line of EHT. Lower moving the ball pretty easily on this drive. The RPO is working for him pretty well. Twice they went fake handoff and a pass, and then once on a runner on an end around, which was good.
Yeah, kudos to Coach Bailey. It looks like he flipped up the offense a little to try to accommodate some of these injuries.
High snap, Ray inside, give to McNeil, and no gain for the Tigers. A 3rd down coming up, and 5 for the Tigers. The Eagles are big, Ryan. Not only are they big in size, they're big in players. 128 kids out for the team this year. Coach Rob Davis in his second year. The freshmen are 3-1. The JV's 4-1. So there's some promising years to come for the Egg Harbor Township Eagles.
Yeah, Coach Davis, he was at Barnegat for a long time, 15 years I believe there, and he did very well there, won 4 division titles there. And
Ashton Ray in the shotgun throws it across them just out of the hands. Looks like an illegal man downfield on the Tigers, and that's going to push them back. If they take the penalty, they may decline it.
It looks like what happened is they covered the receiver down, both on the line of scrimmage.
It's either going to be a 4th and 5 or 3rd and 10.
Ed, like you talked about in the beginning too, this is a big deal not having Sarah. This is where it comes into play. I don't want to say you have automatic points on the board now.
I've been around a little bit, and he's got to be one of the best, if not the best, high school kickers in this part of South Jersey in a very, very long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had a 42-yard field goal last week against St. Joe that Coach Bailey said would probably would have been good from 50.
It looks like they are going to run Sarah out there. So let's see how he feels.
So Sarah showing up to kick. Hopefully he feels better. Snap, the hold, the kick's up, and automatic, good. Perfect. And Lower Cape May's on the board, folks. 6-3, 2:39 left to play in the first quarter. We'll be right back on 98.7 The Coast, your place for high school sports. Norm, we okay?
And that was a real nice drive. Starting at PhD 48.
How's it sound, all right?
John Fernandez. Well, the recreation department is
Okay.
Sound great,
Okay.
but it's
Okay.
a little hot.
Good enough. I got it.
What's the issue?
Ed Gorski, Ryan Triano back at Lower Cape May Regional Stephen Stagger Field, where the Tigers just went 70 yards and settled for 3 points from a Dennis Sarah 28-yard field goal to get themselves on the board as they trail 6-3 to the Egg Harbor Township Eagles. 2:39 to go in the first quarter. And Ryan, that was a nice series, a couple series for the Tigers, picking up 3 first downs on the drive.
Yeah, that was a very nice answer. To get points off of that was huge for Lower Cape May to answer that drive with that drive.
Britton Walls going to take the kickoff for Lower Cape May. Again, Dennis Sayre, the normal kicker who came in and kicked that field goal, is not feeling well and didn't practice much all week. The Walls kick is taken at the 20-yard line. Cuts to the outside, gets held up by the Tigers, gets across the 50 down to the 48-yard line, and it was a jersey saving tackle for the Tigers. He took it, bounced outside, and almost had daylight. Looks like he might have stepped out of bounds or got pushed out of bounds at the 50.
Well, that looked like that was the quarterback, Ashton Ray, who had that touchdown saving tackle there, reached out and grabbed him. And here you go, you got EHC lined up, ready to go. They don't waste any time.
First and 10 at the 50. Kachi in the shotgun. Dawkins to his right. Kachi, the handoff to Dawkins, slips a tackle, slips 2 and gets held up back at the 50 for no gain, maybe a gain of 1, and we finally get a whistle from the officials. Lucky Bones in Cape May proudly supports the athletes of Cape May County. Stop in Lucky Bones for great food with great friends. Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Whether you want one sandwich or a whole tray, call Primo's Hoagies in Rio Grande, 609-846-7532. Ed Gorski, Ryan Triano here, 2 minutes in the first quarter. EHT 6, Lower Cape May Regional 3. The ball at the 48-yard line. Kachi, the quarterback, the sophomore, takes it, picks up about 5 down to the 45-yard line. Bracken for Lower Cape May on the tackle, and we're calling his name quite a bit on the tackles there, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. Strong linebacker play from him.
3rd and 6 for the Eagles. Kachi, the sophomore, all-everything quarterback in the shotgun. Dawkins to his right. Split receivers. Low snap, picks it up, fires it
To his brother.
Catching space there.
and that was a nice catch by sophomore twin brother Maximus Kachi. So that's got to make Mr. Coach Davis pretty happy having the twins there. And you think they play pitch and catch a little bit in the yard?
You can see that connection there. I mean, I was fortunate too. I played with my brother, and you know, it was we had definitely just, you give the look, you know where that ball's going to be, you know where the receiver's going to be, and that's been a connection all year.
First and 10, Kachi, inside handoff to Dawkins. He drags 2 players and then gets met by 3 more and gets pushed back, maybe a gain of 1.
Alex Nelson.
You got Alex Nelson in on that again.
43 seconds and ticking here at Lower Cape May. First quarter, 6-3 EHT up early on a 28-yard scamper by Kachi, the sophomore quarterback.
30 seconds to go in the first quarter.
They're going to try and get one off. There's been no hustle to the line for EHT. 2nd and 9, ball on the 31 of the Tigers. Kachi back, fakes the handoff, throws to the flat.
Caught wide open.
Picked up by Thomas Thompson in the flat
Thomas Thompson.
for a gain of about 7 yards.
First down.
And a first down for the Eagles, and they'll let the clock run out here at Lower Cape May.
Likely be the final play of the first quarter.
So it is AHT 6, Lower Cape May 3. Ed Gorski, Ryan Triano here. We're going to take a quick break and come right back on 98.7 The Coast, WCZT. Coast WCZT to bring you high school football. Tonight, we are just getting ready to start the second quarter. If you're just joining us, Egg Harbor Township Eagles, the visitors, taking on the Lower Cape May Regional Tigers. They are up 6-3 on Lower Cape May as we start the second quarter. Ryan, the action's been pretty consistent both ways.
Yeah, as coach, if you're Coach Bailey, you got to be pretty happy with the results right there. And even Coach Davis on the other side, I mean, his offense executed. Maybe, you know, defense, they missed a few tackles that led to, you know, putting them in position for the field goal. But both teams were clean. There was only one flag that was, you know, a formation flag. But other than that, it was a clean play game. The clock was moving. The ball was moving. As Coach Bailey said, you know, keep that clock moving.
First and 10 for the Eagles. Ball on the Tiger 18. Kachi, the sophomore quarterback, takes a high snap, keeps it,
on the ground,
stumbles, and it could be the first turnover of the game. No signal yet on the field. We're waiting for the official.
Castellano recovered it.
We're waiting for the official to make the signal. It is Lower Cape May Regional Football. Ryan, a spin out of a tackle for Kachi was met by Zach Castellano, who popped the ball free and recovered the fumble on their own 10-yard line. And that's a big, huge turnover and a great defensive stop for the Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I think that looked like Dave Douglas on the recovery, number 17 there, dove on it. But that's, you know, and that was a great defensive play because Kachi, it's not like he was holding the ball out. The defender for Lower got in there, perfect form tackle, stripped it out, and Lower gets a huge break there, the one they needed.
Now, if they can keep the same intensity up that they had in the first quarter in the second series, we should see something special here. Ashton Ray, the freshman quarterback, in the shotgun.
Booth goes in motion.
Tim Booth in motion. Ray keeps it over the right side. He thought about pitching it. He keeps it in. A great spin move and picks up about 6 yards out to about the 16-yard line of the Tigers.
Strong run there by Ashton.
You know, Ryan, the Tigers are in Group 2. The EHT Eagles are Group 3. There's a big difference when it comes to football. EHT has 126 kids after the program. Lower Cape May had 37, I believe, come out, and now they had a couple dinged up. So they're sitting at 6-3. This is pretty special for Coach Lance Bailey right now.
Yeah, like I said before, I think, going into you got homecoming, you got some extra energy. These kids are playing with a little more, and if they can continue a drive here, they're going to, really make something. Boom.
Ashton Ray tried a fake handoff to a toss to McNeil, and it was pitched out of bounds, so that's going to be a loss on the play.
If he could have completed that transaction to McNeil had the sideline, well-designed play. But this is what we talked about too. You got a freshman back there. Coach Bailey adjusted the offense a week to put that in. It's that's the kind of things that are going to happen when you don't execute that continually in practice.
3rd and 8 for the Tigers on their own 12-yard line. This is a big play here, Ryan, to try and get. Obviously, they want a first down, but they got to get some room if they're going to think to punt the ball.
Yeah, that hurts. I mean, you go from 2nd and 5 to now 3rd and 8. If you gain a little bit, you got 3rd and manageable, but now you got 3rd and long in your own zone, and
10:51 here in the second quarter. Ashton Ray in the shotgun takes it, looks to pass, 3-step drop and a whistle. Might have been a false start.
Timeout by Coach Bailey.
And a timeout. We'll keep it right here, Ryan. We'll talk about some of our key sponsors this year on the coast. The Rio Grande Diner on Routes 9 and 47, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner daily. Be sure to save room for one of their homemade desserts. Stop by the Honky Tonk Saloon in Wildwood this weekend for delicious food, great entertainment, and line dancing, something we haven't seen in Wildwood in some time. The Honky Tonk Saloon on Facebook for more thrilling events and updates.
Great spot, too.
Check them out. Unlock your potential at Farrell Chiropractic, where athletes can recover with top-tier soft tissue injury treatment. To make your appointment, call 609-886-7730. And after you get done and you're hungry, check out Anthony's Grub on Montgomery Avenue in Wildwood. They wish all the schools a great year, and when you're hungry, think Anthony's Grub in Wildwood. 6-3, EHT on top, 10:49 to play in the first half. Lower with the ball, 3rd and 8 on their own 12-yard line. A good game so far that Lower's hanging in there, because talking pregame, it sounded like they were a little banged up and it was going to be a longer night, but this has been a good showing by a bunch of tough kids for Coach Bailey. Ashton Ray, the freshman quarterback, shotgun formation. Takes the snap, rolls to his left, throws the ball wide open. Tim Booth wide open on the left side, takes it up to the 25-yard line. 13-yard pickup and a great pass by Ray to Booth.
That was very nice. Rolling to his left, be able to throw that, and Booth getting upfield, knowing where the first down was, and executing. Well, obviously a well-called timeout by Coach Bailey. Called a great play, execute, get a first down, clock keep moving, drive continue.
Absolutely.
Out of your own zone. That's a first half early. That's a key play for Lower Cape May.
A first down for the Caper Tigers, ball on their 25-yard line. Ashton Ray, the freshman quarterback, shotgun. Booth in motion, handoff inside to Bracken, number 2. Picks up 2 or 3, gets thrown back to about the 25-yard line, but they're going to mark him at the
Give him just shy of 5 yards on that.
29, and a generous spot by the side judge there. But we'll take that, and so will Coach Bailey. We'll bring up a 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30-yard line. 9:45 left to play in the first half. 6-3 EHT on top on a Kochi run and failed extra point. And then Lower went right down the field 70 yards and had a Dennis Sarah 28-yard field goal to cut it 6-3. Ashton Ray, shotgun formation, 3 receivers to his right. He keeps it, rolls right, pumps one. Wow, the ball was nearly intercepted and hit number 8, Chase Ford, a junior, right in the hands. I don't know if he didn't expect it or if he thought it was something. He really should have picked that off, and he would have walked in maybe backwards to the end zone because there was nobody in front of him.
Yeah, sometimes those ones on defense, when it's coming right at you, you're not expecting a ball to hit you right in the chest. And, I mean, still should have caught it regardless of anything, but Lower catches a break there, and see what happens.
9:19 in the first half left to play. Third down, 5 to go. Ball on the Lower Cape May 30. 6-3 EHT on this beautiful fall night in Lower Township. 3rd and 5. Here we go. Ashton Ray.
Resets to Ray's right.
Shotgun. McNeil to his right. Trip receivers to his right. The fake and the inside give to McNeil picks up about 3, maybe 2. And the punt team comes out for the Tigers, and a good defensive stop with the turnover. Really only amounted to one decent play with that pass to Booth. So against this team, Coach Bailey's not going to mess around with going for it, and they're trying to get personnel on the field right now. If Lower would have snapped that, they might have had too many men on the field. High snap, and this might be.
Oh, that's going to give Lower a first down here. Offsides on EHT, which gives Lower a first.
Offside penalty on EHT.
Well, they were a little unorthodox in their movements, and they had 2 players come in, 1 player go off. They were a little out of sorts, EHT, and I think Lower wanted the quick snap, and they got set, snapped the ball, and I think number 17 for EHT came offsides. It was Larry Wilson, might have jumped a little soon.
4th and 3.
So 4th and 3 now turns into a first down for the Tigers, and this is something, Ryan, that you try to win the unusuals, and that's an unusual for them. They pick up a first down. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, and you know, looking back, Coach Davis's teams are pretty well coached. They don't make those mistakes, and you take a mistake like that, and that's you know, a backbreaker early for EHT. But once again, like you said, Lower catches a break. Now you see if they can capitalize on it. But like you said, Coach Davis wants to take a timeout, probably just to regroup everyone, calm everyone down, and you know, I'm sure looking at them, their defense is led by their linebackers. You know, their linebackers account for between 25 to 30 tackles a game, and you know, I'm sure he's going to start dialing them up and get them going.
Johnny Longhots on Pine and Pacific Avenue in Wildwood wants to wish everyone the best of luck this season. Stop by after practice, or after the game, and enjoy the taste of Johnny Longhots. The Whale Tail Brewery, located in Burley across from Home Depot, is cheering everyone on for a good season. Check out the Whale Tail Brewery. Hungry for pizza? Bruni's Pizza, your local spot for pizza, located on Route 47 in the Canals Plaza. They wish everyone the best of luck to all the kids and coaches this year. That's Bruni's Pizza in Rio Grande. 8:32 in the first half left. Lower down 6-3. Ball on the 37. They got a 1st and 10 by way of an offsides penalty against the Eagles. The snap, inside handoff. Nelson on the short carry, maybe a yard, and taken down by number 12, Zach Puentes, for the Eagles. They're bringing up a 2nd and 8. They gave him 2 yards there.
Zach Puentes is one of those senior linebackers. He averages like 7 tackles a game. So, like I said, Coach Davis, I'm sure, is going to want a little more from his linebacking core there. Tell them, you know, let's start dictating this game.
7:57 and counting. 2nd and 9 ball on the 38 of the Tigers. Ashton Ray, shotgun, trip receivers to his right. High snap, he rolls right, looks right, throws right, and is caught, picked up. Castellano with the great catch on the 45-yard line, took it across the 50 into EHT territory, down to the 46-yard line of the Eagles, and another first down for the Tigers. A great call out of another timeout by Coach Bailey, and it was almost the same play that was thrown to Booth, but on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take advantage of them. Both sides of the ball, the D-backs look like they're sitting back and afraid to get beat on anything, but they're leaving a good, 6-7 yard cushion between themselves and the receiver. And as a coach, you see that, you take advantage of that, and Lower's done that twice so far this drive.
Coming up on 7 minutes left here in the first half. Ray, shotgun, inside. McNeil takes it down to the 44-yard line of the Eagles for a second down. Well, when you come to watch Lower Cape May play, Ryan, you can guarantee one thing: the kids are tough. They don't quit, and it doesn't matter who's hurt. Next man up, steps in, plays, and as you can see tonight, they're getting smacked in the mouth. They're taking the punches, and they're dealing it right back, which is a testament to Coach Bailey and his staff here at Lower Cape May.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't win the sight test on the field, but in the stat sheet and the scoreboard, they're hanging right in there.
2nd and 9, ball on the 45. Ashton Ray, the freshman quarterback in the shotgun. McNeil to his left. He rolls to his left, throws to his left. Almost picked off. Again, almost picked off.
Larry Wilson. He's had a good game so far. That's his third impact play he's had already in this first half.
The ball was intended for Booth, who kind of waited on it and didn't go to it. And luckily, he did not.
And as a coach there now, you got to look at that. They should be marking that off in the book. Go the out, cushion. Now you see the D-back break up. This is where you have the opportunity to send someone, behind them now.
3rd and 9, ball on the 45 still. 6:13 to play. It was an incomplete pass, so the clock stops. Ball on the 45 of the Eagles. Ashton Ray, shotgun formation. McNeil to his right, high snap, steps back, throws it high, across the middle, and another flag comes out. It looks like another illegal man downfield for the Lower Cape May Tigers. It sounds like they're leaving too soon on that snap, getting downfield, and they got a hold.
It looks like number 76 was about
2 or 3 yards cushion.
He may have even been 5 or 6 yards downfield.
Head referee John Fernsler with the call. Illegal man downfield. Penalty is declined by the Eagles. That'll bring up 4th and 9. And Brian McNeil, the running back, now punter for the Tigers, will kick from his own 45-yard line. High snap, gets the kick off end over end. It's going to bounce at the 20 into, the end zone, almost knocked out of bounds. 5:58 left here to play in the first half. 6-3 EHT ahead. We'll take a short break on 98.7 The Coast WCZT, your sports. Norm, bring us back, please.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ed Gorski, Ryan Trano here at Lower Cape May Field, where the Tigers are taking on the Egg Harbor Township Eagles, and the Eagles called a quick first down play for a pickup of about 8-9 yards. Ball on the Eagle 29. Kachi back. He's going to throw. Caught. Tackled. Tackle's broken. Running down the far side is Jake Lund before he's knocked out of bounds at the Caper Tiger 25. And Ryan, it was a quick inside handoff to open the series after the punt, and then Kachi came back for a pass to the flat where a tackle was missed, and Lund turned it into a 46-yard gain down to the 25 of the Tigers. First down for the Eagles. Kachi, the sophomore quarterback, in the shotgun by himself. He's going to keep it. He's going to run across the 25 down to the 22-yard line for a pickup of about 3 yards.
And just to go back, you got a sophomore in Xavier Kachi. He is 6'1", 210, throwing to a sophomore who is 6'5", 230. And then on the other side at tight end, he's got his brother Maximus, who's 6'2", 245.
That's some nice targets to throw to.
All 3 sophomores. So, Coach Davis.
Second and 7, ball to 22. The snap back.
Direct snap. Dawkins up the middle.
Breaks 2 tackles and goes into the end zone for a touchdown for the Eagles. 23-yard scamper for Dawkins, and the Eagles are up 12-3 with 4:17 left to play. Brian, like you said, they're not wasting any time. They are getting set. They're going on first sound, and they're rolling right down the field.
Yeah, they actually went to the Wildcat formation there, and Dawkins took that straight in.
Looks like
Andrew Oliak. Andrew Oliak, excuse me, is the holder.
a whistle on the extra point.
Now we have
Mouthpiece wasn't in. It's an equipment thing, so now the kicker's got to go out on that.
a whistle here.
Damian Richardson, the freshman kicker for the Eagles,
But the issue is,
and with a mouthpiece, like you said, equipment violation, they have to send somebody else in to kick. Justin Donahue is going to assume the extra point duty for the Eagles. No loss of yardage on the extra point try. Snap and the hold is good, and it's low and blocked again by the Tigers, and we have a 12-3 lead with 4:17 to play here at Lower Cape May. Egg Harbor Township on top.
12-3 EHT, 4:17.
Let us remind you that this 2024 West Jersey Football League broadcast is proudly brought to you by the Crest Savings Bank, banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit CrestSavings.com. Hemingway's at the Grand in Cape May, the locals' favorite restaurant for lunch or dinner. Hemingway's, oceanfront on Beach Avenue in Cape May. You can check them out and follow them on Facebook.
They got one last time.
Well, it's 12-3, Ryan, and that happened really quick. Unlike the last 2 series where Lower had a decent defensive stance, really 2 plays brought them down to the 23-yard line, and then a handoff, and they pretty much walked in to the end zone.
Yeah, you have to, if you're Lower Cape May, you got to have a good drive here. You got to work the clock. You can't allow EHT to get the ball back and have any chance to put any more points on the board. Now, granted, Lower, they've scored 59 points on the season. 49 of them came in the past 2 games. But it's not like they have a threatening offense, so they can't really allow too many more points.
Kick is high and short and out of bounds on a flag.
Trickle out of bounds.
So that'll be a little help for the Caper Tigers when they get the ball. And that was a few yards.
That was close. I mean, that almost, that may have gone out by a foot, but if
Now, Ryan, if Lower Cape May doesn't cover that and Egg Harbor does, it's Egg Harbor ball.
Egg Harbor ball at the 21-yard line going in. So, I mean, I'll tell you, that's one where Coach Bailey is, probably pulling his hair out, but thank God that ball went out of bounds for him. So that could have been devastating.
4:17 left to play here in the first half. Egg Harbor Township Eagles 12, Lower Cape May Regional Tigers 3, and they look like they're going to re-kick the football, the Eagles. They're going to take them back a little bit and re-kick it and try and hopefully get a poor kick.
Yeah, I would say that John Fernandez had a really good return. EHT hasn't kicked the ball deep yet, whether they decide to or not, but they haven't kicked the ball yet deep. And this gives Lower the opportunity to have real good field position.
Damian Richardson, the freshman for the Eagles, will handle the kickoff duties. And unlike the NFL, this is a traditional kickoff.
This is a line drive.
It's a line drive kick taken at the 30 by McNeil. McNeil across the 40 down to the 45 where he's taken down by Luis Carrera for the Eagles. 4:09 left to play here. Egg Harbor 12, Lower Cape May 3. And we'll talk about unlocking your potential at Farrell Chiropractic, where athletes can recover with top-tier soft tissue injury treatments. Make your appointment today, 609-886-7730, one of our proud sponsors, to make this all happen here on 98.7 The Coast, WCZT. You're listening to Ed Gorski and Ryan Trano bringing you West Jersey Football League action, Lower Cape May Regional Tigers, and the Egg Harbor Township Eagles. Ashton Ray, quarterback, freshman for the Tigers, in the shotgun. Brian McNeil Correction.
Ryan Mallon and
Ryan Mallon back in the game, which is nice to see.
Option. Ray keeps it.
It's an option play. Ray kept it and picks up maybe 2 yards on the play. Good to see Ryan Mallon in the game, Ryan, because pre-game, Coach Bailey didn't know what he had. He knew his top 2 go-to guys were not really healthy. And he didn't disclose what the injuries were, but said they didn't practice much all week, and they were marked as doubtful. And we've seen Sarah kick a field goal, and now Mallon's in the game, so that's a promising thing to see.
Yeah, I mean, I still feel that their offense has been limited. It's nice to have them out on the field, but sometimes, when you have a player nicked up like that, you have a great decoy because, I'm sure EHC is going to be keying on a player like that, but I'm not too sure how much you're going to get out of them.
3:28 to go in the first half. Ball on the 47 of the Tigers, 2nd and 8. Ashton Ray in the shotgun.
Allen goes to
Mallon's in motion, the inside give.
this off to Bracken.
Bracken is the up back and maybe gets a yard, bringing up 3rd and long for the Tigers. 3rd and 7. Balls on the 46 of the Tigers. Just under 3 minutes here in beautiful downtown North Cape May.
You got Tyler Durham and Maximus Kachi on those tackles. Those 2 are combining for about 25 tackles a game. So it's going to be hard for Lower to get up the middle. But like we said, surprisingly, with 2 timeouts left, EHT has chosen not to call it. But I'm sure if they get a stop here, you're going to hear
Ashton Ray in the shotgun formation, 3rd and 7, balls on the 46. He keeps it and gets sacked by the Eagles. Ray, big loss.
Zach Puentes was that?
Zach Puentes, we've called his name a few times, Ryan. And Ray took the handoff, faked it, spun, and was just gobbled up on a great defensive play, almost untouched by
after that timeout by Coach Davis, you see the level of play by their linebackers has definitely stepped up, and they're dictating the tempo of the game. And Lower, hopefully they can get a good punt away here, and they're going to have to play defense. But these next 2:21 are important for Lower.
The last thing they want to do is give up something in this last 2:20 of the game, and they'll be kicking from their own 33 or so yard line with the wind, hopefully. So that should hopefully help them a little bit. And who knows, maybe they get a muff kick, maybe they get a fumble, and it could change the field. But
Ryan McNeil got away a good one last kick, and unfortunately for them, it rolled into the end zone. But they're going to need to.
McNeil's going to stand at his own 32-yard line and kick to Joseph Lacrosse. High kick, fielded by Lacrosse at the 25-yard line, taken over, hurdles a man, skips a man across the 45 to the 50, and that was a great return, which Lower Cape May did not need to see. Joseph Lacrosse, a senior.
EHT drops about four players back almost to where they're receiving the ball, and they have a whole wall back there. And once he gets past there, it was, he had a good opening there.
That's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 50 for the Eagles. 2:06 to play here in the first half. Egg Harbor Township on top, 12-3. Kachi, the all-everything sophomore quarterback in the shotgun, looks to throw. Oh, incomplete. The ball was intended for Jordan Sanchez, and he looked upfield before the ball got there and didn't look it into his hands, Ryan, and had a pretty easy catch and might have been able to get by because there wasn't much next to him.
First incomplete pass of the game.
That is the first incomplete pass of the game for the Eagles. 2:02 left to play. 12-3, Egg Harbor Township on top.
Seems like Xavier Kachi is very efficient.
For a sophomore,
Ryan,
back there is unbelievable poise, smooth and calm, which is really, really good to see. Kachi keeps it, comes up the middle, across the 40 to the 35, down to the 30, and gets knocked out of bounds at the 26. They're going to keep the clock running.
Stop inbounds. First down.
And a first down for the Eagles.
22.
That seems to be EHT's best play. You know, Kachi running off tackle, you know, design quarterback keeper, get a guard pulling, and he's been tough. I mean, he's gaining 15 plus yards every time on that play.
First and 10 on the Tiger 28-yard line. Kachi in the shotgun. Two receivers to his left, one to his right. He takes the ball, drops back, two-step, throws, high, caught, and taken down.
Ryan McNeil on the
To his brother Maximus there.
Max Kachi with the high catch. Met immediately, taken down at the 20-yard line to bring up second and short. 1:14 and counting here in the first half. Lower Cape May down 12-3. Kachi, the shotgun formation.
This ball is snapped. Takes the snap.
Noah Dawkins in the back, and he keeps it on a fake handoff, covered well by the Tigers, and looks like Egg Harbor will take a timeout with the pickup of the first down and 50 seconds to play. We'll keep it right here, Ryan. 98.7 The Coast WCZT. Ed Gorski, Ryan Triano bringing you West Jersey Football League action, sponsored in part by Whaletail Brewery, located in Berlin across from Home Depot. They're cheering everyone on for a good season. The Flight Deck Diner, voted one of the best for breakfast, located at the county airport. They want to wish everyone a good year. Hey, you need a tree cut down, you need a tree trimmed, Notch Tree Service. You're cut above, wishes all of the athletes best of luck this season.
One remaining, 50 seconds.
Stop by Two Black Dogs Cafe for the best cheesesteaks around. Two Black Dogs Cafe on Route 47 between Rio Grande and Cape May Courthouse. They're open 11 to 8 p.m. Wednesday through Monday. Call 609-551-2391. The Schickling family and Revolution Liquors on New Jersey Avenue in Wildwood would like to wish all of the athletes in Cape May County, especially
That was a first down.
Wildwood,
So
the coaches, the best of luck this season. Back to the action, 50 seconds to play. Ball on the 18-yard line, first and 10. The direct snap to Dawkins. He takes it over the right side, picks up 3, maybe 5, and is taken down at the 12-yard line. The clock's still ticking, and Egg Harbor, Ryan, has no timeouts left.
Egg Harbor there was some confusion whether it was a first down or a third down, and the officials changed it late to a first down. So EHT may have thought that was a third down and thought this clock may stop.
28 seconds. Kachi in the shotgun. Dawkins to his left. He's going to look to throw across the middle, wide open. Hits his brother Max Kachi from 13 yards out, and just what we talked about that didn't want to happen, the lower, happened.
Yeah, that's the dagger right there. That's tough one, and he just ran straight down the middle. Nice connection with the brothers there.
Kachi to Kachi for 18 yards and a touchdown, and it's 18-3 just that quick with the extra point pending for the Eagles. Richardson, the freshman, kick is down, up and good, and with 16 seconds left to play, it's going to be 19 for Egg Harbor Township, 3 for the Lower Cape May Regional Tigers. We'll keep it right here because we're going to have a long halftime with the Lower Cape May Regional homecoming court and queen and extravaganza that they're going to have at halftime. So we'll keep it here. Ed Gorski, Ryan Triano, 98.7 The Coast WCZT. Football action, Ryan. I tell you, it's unbelievable, and I got to say, this complex is absolutely terrific. I mean, to look at this field, this area, I mean, you got some great people. Superintendent Greg Lasher, Principal Larry Zembia, Athletic Director Eric Simonson. They do a great job. It's top-notch. The field, we were down the field earlier, it's like carpet out there. It's beautiful for a high school program. It's really, really nice. And that's a testament to all the hard workers here, the field crew at the high school and the administration here that hires them and gives these kids a great opportunity to play in a beautiful facility.
Yeah, Lower's always done a phenomenal job with it. I mean, all across the field. You look out at all their fields and everything's well maintained here.
much of that time off the clock.
EHT kicks
Kicks it.
high and short. Taken at the 15-yard line by Booth. Met by
And he's taken
3
down.
Egg Harbor Township players. And I can't see a lot of action being here in the last 7 seconds, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure Lower's going to go in, kneel it out, and go to the half.
And Egg Harbor will get the ball back to start the second half. They deferred. They won the toss and deferred, giving Lower the ball to open the game, which turned into a 3 and out for the Tigers. 19-3. EHT on top. 7 seconds.
Surprisingly, EHT
to
has
play.
4 defensive backs. A good 15
Ball on the 24-yard line.
defensive second.
Lower looks like they might try and throw a home run. What the heck, right? Instead, they hand it off.
Nice run by Alex Nelson.
Alex Nelson, the name we haven't called yet for the Tigers, and that's going to bring us to the half. So, here we are at halftime. 19-3. Egg Harbor Township on top. You're listening to West Jersey Football League action on 98.7 The Coast. We're going to take a little extended break due to the festivities here for homecoming, and we'll be back to you shortly. Ed Gorski, Ryan Tran on 98.7 The Coast, WCZT, your place for high school sports.
19, lower K 3.
yards, stalled around the 22-yard line, and had to settle for a field goal, which made it 6-3. On the next series for EHT, they went down the field about 63 yards and a handoff to their running back, Dawkins, who ran it in untouched for a 16-yard touchdown. Lower was able to get a turnover, a fumble recovery, but that stalled. And then right before the half, Egg Harbor went almost 70 yards, and it was Kachi to his twin brother for a slant pattern pass for a touchdown and a missed extra point, which puts us at 19-3.
Yeah, and I mean, they're as we said, there's not much coming off the offense from Lower, but they did have a real nice play by Brian McNeil, who sprung them in, got them in scoring position, early in the game. Ashton Ray has made some nice plays, rolling out nice throws, but as you see, this is the difference with a freshman. Coach Davis made a few adjustments. The last couple of throws that Ashton Ray made were almost picked off, which would have been returned for 6. But it's just they're trying to make something with players playing out of position, and they've been doing a good job. But like I said, EHT is really tough. They play downhill. They're nonstop, big boys. Listen, when you have two kids who are named Maximus and Xavier Kachi, you're going to have tough kids on the football field, and then they're leading the team. And then you have Dawkins. That kid runs hard. He's downhill, running off tackle behind their Division I prospect, Matthew Keeble, who's 6'4", 285. That's they're just coming at you. Yeah, you're just coming at you. And you look at him out on that field, and you can tell. He's a big boy, and he plays big and he plays strong, and it's tough. It's a tough matchup for Lower Cape May, but we'll see. Hopefully,
Xavier Kachi, the quarterback, is responsible for nearly 200 yards of offense combined in the air on the ground, and he ran a touchdown and threw a touchdown. So,
and that's about par for the course with him. This kid, he's through the end. And the other thing is too, like we said, his composure. He's poised back there. His throws are there. He's not jittery. He's very settled in everything he does. So it's been impressive to watch them play this game, and
well, EHT will get the ball back to start the second half as they won the toss and deferred and kicked off to open the game. And a solid performance, smooth performance by Egg Harbor. And again, Lower putting up a good effort. They're all banged up. This is really a tough game for Lower. You look across the field, Ryan, and you got about 15 kids on the sideline for Lower. You got about 55 kids on the sideline for EHT, and I'm not making excuses, but it's a hard thing to swallow and play against a team that just outmans you and outguns you, and they can throw all kind of things at Lower, and hopefully this doesn't get out of control quick. Lower will be kicking off to start the second half from your left to right if you're listening and checking us out online or streaming service. Great job that we're doing right now to bring you the action here in North Cape May. Again, our camera girl, Delaney doing a fantastic job for us here on the coast. And don't forget that this West Jersey Football League broadcast is proudly brought to you by Crest Savings Bank, banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County.
Sarah back in the kick here, Ed.
Sarah kicks a line drive taken by the upback at the 30. Across the 35, runs backwards and gets tackled at the 35-yard line.
I'm sure Coach Davis is going to meet him halfway out in the field to explain to him that, you run forward, not backwards. Or let the ball go and you block.
That was a freshman, Josh Kalea, who took the ball, and he's probably not used to getting the ball as an upback. The kick wasn't deep. It was a line drive, and he did what he could do with it. And that will set up a 1st and 10 for the Eagles on their own 34-yard line. Sophomore quarterback Xavier Kachi in the shotgun. Running back Dawkins to his right. Hands off to Dawkins across the right side. No gain as he's met by two Tigers, two good tackling Tigers for a no gain. Dennis Serra back in the game. I kind of got a feeling that Dennis Serra might have went to Bailey, Coach Bailey, and said, put me in. Yeah, feeling better. Let's go. You know, these kids, again, are tough here at Lower Cape May.
Yeah, absolutely. But sometimes, you know, kids have to be protected from themselves. So I'm sure Coach Bailey's going to be
Hand off to Dawkins across the 40, the 45 to the 50, down to the ball. You don't like the ball. Fumble. And I don't know who
Covered by EHT, number 13, is Jordan Sanchez.
And Coach Davis is throwing a fit right now on the sideline. I believe he's looking for a face mask.
20-yard gain there.
He rips the headset off and kind of went after the referee, and to no avail, didn't help him at all. It's a 1st and 10, balls on the Cape May 45.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Kachi hands off to Dawkins across the 40, down, still moving.
Back, but not after a gain of about 4.
Tell you, Ed, Dawkins explodes out of the backfield. I mean, he's coming hard at you. And if you're not prepared for him, you know, once he's coming hard, and then Kachi keeps it and then goes around the outside, and it's just they're a combo that's hard to defend.
2nd and 5, ball on the 40 of Cape May. Kachi back, hands off to Dawkins again, the 4th straight handoff to Dawkins across the 40 down to the 35 to the 30, where he's taken down by Lower Cape May for a gain of 10 and another 1st down for Egg Harbor Township.
Dawkins didn't get a ton of carries in that first half, but now he's got the ball.
Looks like they're going to just go feed Dawkins. I mean, normally he got a light load in the first half, so maybe they're just going to, you know, pound him in this 3rd quarter, and then
There's a flag on the play. Movement.
Well, let's see. You do have a flag.
got it all lined up offside in the neutral zone by Lower Cape May. So that's a free 5 yards for EHT. But we were saying Dawkins, I mean, he only had less than a handful of carries in that first half, but we see he's already matched the same amount of carries on this drive alone. So, you know, maybe Coach Davis is going to go with these guys, feed them, and then
Hold them. Kachi's yet to throw a pass here in the second half. 1st and 5 from the 31 or lower. Just as I say that, he throws out, he rolls out. Pass is almost picked off by the Tigers. Brian McNeil in and out of his hands. Would have been a major break for Cape May if they could have completed that interception.
Yeah, I think, you know, you see them too. They haven't been beaten deep on these balls, so, you know, you see them sitting on and breaking on these out routes and quick, and that was a good defensive play by Brian. And, you know, the EHC has been looking to shoot that, firing that guy up the middle. That was a good read by Brian McNeil.
Kachi in the shotgun, drops back, 3 steps to pass, looks to his left, deep ball to the end zone, overthrowing just a little bit. Led him a little too far.
That's what you don't like seeing either. You got Ryan Mallon kind of hobbling there. He got caught looking in the backfield, but, you know, as Coach Bailey looks on, you know, Ryan's kind of holding his hip, running back to the play.
3rd and 5, ball on the Lower Cape May 31. 9:29 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. 19-3 Egg Harbor Township on top and moving the ball into Cape Tiger territory. Kachi throws over the head, intended for Joseph Lacrosse.
We got a player down. He's grabbing his knee, which doesn't look good.
Yeah, I hope this is just a cramp for this young, and it looks like it is just a cramp. We'll keep it right here, Ryan. Lucky Bones in Cape May proudly supports all the athletes in Cape May County. Stop in Lucky Bones for great food with great friends. Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Whether you want one sandwich or a whole tray, call Primo Hoagies in Rio Grande, 609-846-7532. The Rio Grande Diner on routes 9 and 47 serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner daily. Be sure to save room for one of their homemade desserts. The Rio Grande Diner in Rio Grande. We're in the middle of an injury timeout here on 98.7 The Coast. for the Eagles, and it's good to see that that young man is up and walking off. Joseph Lacrosse, the senior receiver for the Eagles. Looks like he just cramped up a little bit, and we have a 4th and 5 on the Caper Tiger 31. 9:28 left to play in the third quarter. 19-3 Egg Harbor Township on top. They've been moving the ball pretty fluidly right here to start the second half, and Lower had a chance to intercept the ball 2 plays ago and was dropped. And it looks like they're going to try to turn them over on downs. They're not going to kick, they're going to go for it.
With EHC's running game, I could see a run here as well, even though they...
Kachi to pass, another flag, and it could be a false start. A false start on the Eagles. And it looked like the right side of the line jumped a little bit at the same time into a passing blocking formation. So that's going to make it 4th and 10 and back them up to the 36. And we'll see if Coach Davis from the Eagles
got the offense still on the field.
Kachi's going to go back into the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Lone player in the backfield, the sophomore quarterback from Egg Harbor, takes it across the middle, completed, unbelievable pass across the middle, caught by Max Kachi, his brother.
Nothing fancy there, Ed. They're running him straight up the middle, and Lower dialed up a nice blitz there. Number 5 came off the corner. He was there.
They were half a step away from the sack, and boy, Kachi threw a rope to his brother. That was a big play for a first down on 4th down, and now it's 1st and 10 from the Caper Tiger 15. Direct snap to Dawkins. Dawkins to the right side, across the side, and knocked out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Brian McNeil on the tackle for the Tigers. 8:40 and counting here in the third quarter. Dawkins just shy of the first down.
Looks like they're going back to the Wildcat here. Why not stick with it? Dawkins has been your workhorse this whole quarter.
Looks like it's 2nd and 3. Direct snap to Dawkins. He's going to run, and he's going to score a touchdown and extend this lead from 6 yards out. Touchdown for Egg Harbor Township. Extends the lead to 25-3 with 8:19 to play here in the third quarter. They're going to try and come on for an extra point.
I think the thing there is, if you stick with Dawkins, they probably scored 4 plays ago, but, they went to the air. But Dawkins was just really tough to tackle on that drive.
Robinson with the extra point makes the kick good. Makes it 26-3, Egg Harbor Township. We're going to take a quick break on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. Field, where the Egg Harbor Township Eagles have extended their lead to 26-3 against the Caper Tigers here on the homecoming night for Lower Cape May. Not a very happy homecoming at the current moment, being down 23 points early in the third quarter. A run by Dawkins extended the lead. He ran the ball 7 of the first 10 plays for the Eagles down the field and capped it off with a 6-yard touchdown. The Eagles kick it short to the Tigers at the 30-yard line. John Fernandez takes it out to the 33-yard line.
Watch there for him.
He's taken them. Now it was a short kick. They didn't want to kick it to McNeil or any of the other deep men, so they kicked it to the upback in Fernandez. And to say Lower's got their work cut out for them right here, Ryan, is an understatement. They need to move the ball and maybe throw something different out there to try and get down the field.
Speaking of different, Ed, we got Dave Douglas coming into quarterback. This is what Coach Bailey talked about. Dave's a sophomore. They're going to see what he's got. They're going to throw him back there.
Douglas in the shotgun, flanked by 2 running backs. The inside handoff. Bracken takes the ball across the 35 to the 36-yard line for a pickup of about 2. Well, if anything, having a freshman in Ray, a sophomore in Douglas, is pretty promising for Coach Bailey here at Lower Cape. And you know what? You take your lumps and your growing pains early to make it happen later on, hopefully. We have an injured player for the Cape Tigers on the field right now. Running back Bracken is banged up, and that's the last thing that Lance Bailey wants to see. That's for sure.
These are the you take your lumps and bruises. These are the ones you don't want. You don't want the sprains or breaks. So, that's it. You hope he gets up, and this is what we talked about. You want to get out of this half somewhat injury-free. You can't afford it anymore, and then you take their first offensive play of the quarter of the half, and you have a player down, a player who you've utilized a good amount in the first half. So hopefully, Max can get up and he's okay. It looks like they're checking out his left ankle.
Frank Zelnick, the head trainer here for the Tigers, does an outstanding job taking care of every team here in the fall, the winter, and the spring. And he's looking to his left ankle for Max Bracken. He looks like he's going to get up and walk off, which is a good sign. The 5'9", 195-pound junior, which is good to see. 7:45 to play here.
Actually, that looks like that was Alex Nelson, number 22, Alex Nelson. I thought we had the.
Okay.
So we got Alex Nelson, but he was also utilized a good amount in the first half, and definitely someone that Coach Bailey doesn't want to lose. He's running back and then a linebacker on defense. So.
2nd and 8, ball on the 36 of the Tigers. 7:34 to play in the third quarter. Change of quarterback. Dave Douglas in, rolls it to his right, keeps it, and runs across the 40 down to the 41-yard line, avoids the sack, and kept it for himself and picked up about 8 yards, Ryan.
Yeah, welcome to the football game, because he planted his feet, and it was him and 5 EHT defenders, and he put his head down, his shoulders down, and, gained a few extra yards, but, that's a strong play by the sophomore there.
Brings up 3rd and 3, ball on the Caper Tiger 41-yard line. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Ed Gorski, Ryan Tran bringing you the action on 98.7 The Coast. We're glad you're listening. Dave Douglas, the sophomore quarterback, in replacement of an Ashton Ray, freshman quarterback, just to get him some experience. Booth in motion for the Tigers. Douglas rolls to his left, throws to his left, caught by Booth, met immediately, and looks like he will not get the first down and be a little short. Right about now, Ryan, I think you got to go for it.
At this point,
you got to.
It looks like Coach Bailey is going to go for
it. It's 4th and 1. You need points. You need to move the ball. You need to get some momentum.
That's where you got to, tell your seniors they got to step up and they got to make a play here, and you have to continue this drive. You can't turn the ball back over to EHT. Not even forget about the score on the scoreboard. Just for the rest of the half, for the players' sake, for any bit of energy they're going to continue. You cannot turn this ball over.
Douglas in the shotgun, McNeil to his right. 5:36 left to play. It's a keeper by Douglas, and he's bottled up, swallowed up, and dumped for a 4-yard loss to the 40-yard line. And they're going to turn the ball over on downs.
Yeah, it's a tough call because as Coach Bailey, you got to go for that. But the EHT stacked the box there. Their linebackers, like we talked about numerous times, phenomenal linebackers between Durham and Kachi both in on that play. You can't emphasize enough. Those kids are some players, and when you saw that lineup on defense, you knew that was going to be trouble for Lower.
5:28, EHT takes over on the Lower Cape May 41-yard line. Kachi in the shotgun, 4 receivers, back to pass, sidesteps 2 Lower Cape May tacklers, throws to his right, caught
His brother.
and that's Max Kachi, who sat down at the 25-yard line and caught it, and he's up limbering a little bit on the sideline, and they're getting medical treatment to him. He's grabbing his hamstring, and that's not a good thing for the Eagles to see. He's down on a knee on the sideline for EHT.
Yeah. The one thing you want to talk about as a coach, you see Xavier Kachi, phenomenal back there, composed, but you see when you started to scramble there, that ball's out there floating.
Kachi, hand off to Dawkins up the middle, over the left guard. He wanted to pick up about 4 yards.
Just to go back on that last one, a coachable moment there. Hey, tuck that ball, because you had the Lower defender chasing. If he gets to him, that's more than likely a sack with a fumble. And they're the kind of games when you're playing the bigger schools in the Group 5s and all those players are going to run you down, and that'll be costly. So that's a coachable moment there for Coach Davis.
2nd and 6 ball on the Caper Tiger 22. 4:21 left in the third quarter. Kachi, the sophomore quarterback, drives back to pass, throws it off his back foot, and no catch made. Ball was intended for number 18 for the Eagles. That was Jake Lund.
Looks like EHT got away with one there. The lineman, number 51, was about 6 yards downfield. He was, and the thing was that throw was straight across the middle, so it ended up going over his head. And you're seeing Lower Cape May pointing him out. He was past the first down, so he's 6 yards downfield. So it looks like EHT got away with one there.
4:11 to play in the third quarter. 3rd and 6 for the Eagles on the Caper Tiger 22. Kachi in the backfield lone, drops back, throws it to his left, caught and sidesteps the tackles. Number 13, Jordan Senacious. Senacious taken down at the 1-yard line. He caught the ball on the flat about the 18-yard line, Ryan. Juked to Lower Cape May defensive backs and was taken down from behind at the goal line. And that's going to be first down for EHT, and they're knocking on the door to put it in again.
Yeah, listen,
in the third quarter.
One of the things you want to look at, though, when you start looking at a game like this, when it's almost out of reach and EHT is going to put it in, William Garrow's down there, interior lineman chasing him 20 yards downfield to be in on the assist on that tackle.
Kept by Kachi, is met short of the goal line. Kachi was back by himself. It was a design play, snapped to him. He ran left and was taken down just shy of the goal line. 2nd down coming up, ball on the 1. 2nd and goal, ball on the 1. 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 26-3, EHT on top. We have a timeout for EHT. And we're going to take a quick break here on the Coast. 98.7 The Coast, WCZT, your place for high school sports. To play in the third quarter, 26-3, Egg Harbor on top of Lower Cape May Regional, and they're knocking on the door again with a 2nd and goal on the 1-yard line of Lower Cape May. Kachi, the sophomore quarterback, hands off touchdown again for Egg Harbor Township. Brian Tennant, the junior running back, walks into the end zone and extends this lead, and pretty much will put a nail in this one early, Ryan, because Lower can't get much going on offense. 32-3 with 2:50 to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, as much as you want to, talk it up and try to, get your team ready at the half, they still got to get on the field, and I think, we kind of felt this way. This was going to be, inevitable coming out.
It looks like there was a penalty after the play, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and Coach Bailey is not happy. He is going to have some words. Jake Robson for Lower Cape May. And the kick, sorry to take you away from that, but the kick for EHT was up and good, makes it 33-3 Egg Harbor Township, and we're going to keep it right here. Ryan, I didn't see what happened, but Coach Bailey went out onto the field and grabbed number 5, Robson for him, Jake Robson, a senior for Lower Cape, and he's got his helmet off on the sideline on the bench, so I don't know that he'll come back off. I didn't see what happened, what caused the unsporting conduct penalty.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was removed from the game or what it is, but you look at both angles here, Ed. You look at Jake's a senior. It's 33-3, his homecoming final year. He's frustrated. And at the end of the day, these kids they're kids. And, sometimes the atmosphere, the energy gets the best of them, and they make a decision that they shouldn't have made. But it's bang bang. You're frustrated. You're mad. You just gave up another touchdown. But on the other side, Coach Bailey's saying, "This is my senior, and this is my senior getting a penalty on top of us going down 30 now. Now I got to deal with the official coming to me telling me, hey, get control of your guy, and that's what you don't want from a senior." But I'm not justifying it, but I understand his frustration. Nobody wants to go out with their homecoming game like this.
And he's being consoled by number 77, Willie Grawl, who's got definite Division I potential. We haven't talked about him much, but he's an interior lineman for Coach Bailey. Big boy, he's a junior, and he's keeping him straight, and that's good to see. It's some good leadership from a younger player.
Yeah, strong motor on that kid, and you can tell he's a good kid.
Line drive by Robinson for EHT into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Third quarter, 2:50 left to play in the third quarter. 33 for Egg Harbor, 3 for Lower Cape May. Not a lot of offense for the Tigers, and they have made a switch at quarterback at halftime, going to the sophomore Dave Douglas to take over the play calling duties moving forward here in the second half. Anthony's Grub on Montgomery Avenue in Wildwood wishes all the schools a great year. When you're hungry, think Anthony's Grub. Johnny Longhots on Pine Pacific Avenue in Wildwood wants to wish everyone the best of luck this season. Stop by after practice or the game and enjoy the taste. That's Johnny Longhots. 2:50 left to play. The ball's on the Caper Tiger 20. It's 1st and 10. And Dave Douglas is back in at quarterback for the Tigers. Booth is in motion. Douglas rolls to his right, throws, and the ball is caught and completed. That's a great catch.
That's very nice. I mean, even on Douglas's part, that to roll out through a tight spiral, that ball, and then the execution, that catch by Booth was a really nice catch for a first down.
And that was a first down for the Tigers. And right now, you got to work on fundamentals. You got to work on the future. You got to work on experience. And this is just what Coach Bailey's going to do. Is going to get these kids some time and see if they can generate something here. 1st and 10, ball in the 30 of the Tigers. 2:22 left to play in the third quarter. Booth in motion. Douglas in the shotgun. Rolls to his left, looks to his left, keeps it, turns it upfield, is taken down for about a 2-yard gain to the 32-yard line. He wanted Booth again across the middle to the left side, and he was blanketed pretty good by number 11, Jaden Reyes.
Yeah, it's a hard throw to make in general, but And he had strong pressure coming off of the backside. It looks like they're going to man up, and whatever way he's rolling that backside backer is just firing.
143 and counting. Lower Township in a 30-point hole. 2nd and 8 ball on their own 32-yard line.
Middle linebacker Max Kachi's back in the game.
That's a good sight to see for the Eagles.
Dave Douglas.
Douglas takes a high snap, hands off inside to Brian McNeil, picks up about 5 on the play.
4 or 5 there. We got 3rd down.
A nice call, safe call.
Brian McNeil's had a few nice runs when he's touched the ball. He looks good. He's shifty. He's hitting the hole quickly, and with a team like this, you got to hit that hole quickly.
Another senior for Coach Bailey and McNeil. Hard-nosed, tough kid. Plays great defense, runs hard, is a great leader on the field for the Tigers. 3rd and 3, ball on the 37 of their own for the Tigers. 3 receivers to our near side. Dave Douglas, the sophomore quarterback, in the shotgun formation. High snap, handed off to McNeil. McNeil scampers across the 38 down to the 39-yard line, maybe picked up 2, and they're going to be a little short of a 1st down.
Tackle there by Max Muscaci. So, that's the other thing with these EHC players. When they get you in their arms, you're not getting out of it. And other than that play that McNeil broke early, they've been pretty solid.
4th and 1, it's a quarterback sneak. He dove for it, and they got the 1st down. Great play. 4th down, you know what? They got to go for it. We're not going to quit and punt the ball. And it was a quick 1st sound snap for the Tigers, and Douglas went right over the center and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah,
not quite the push that we've seen in the NFL.
Yeah.
And, but it was close to it. And that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 33-3. EHT on top. We're going to take a quick break on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. Live high school football, Lower Cape May Regional, hosting the Egg Harbor Township Eagles on Homecoming Night 2024. We have the Lower Cape May Regional Pep Band entertaining us, the tremendous Lower Cape May Regional cheerleaders cheering with their black and blue and pink pom-poms, having a good time here despite the fact that their boys are struggling a little bit. 1st and 10 for the Tigers to start this 4th quarter. Down 33-3. Douglas in the backfield. Inside handoff. McNeil taken down and lost 3 on the play.
Tyler Durham on that play, like I said, they're one of their leading tacklers. To get past that 2nd level, those linebackers, and then they're firing. They read the ball. They read the play very well, and they're a tough. That's a tough crew between Durham, Puentes, and Kachi. I mean, they're tough.
We're a little bit far from the field line, but it almost looks like a small college team on defense we're looking at right now. It's there's some big boys down there, and they're young.
Yeah, absolutely. And they play. They fire and they
2nd and 13 for the Tigers. Douglas rolls to his right, good block, throws to the flat, picked up by Booth. Great catch, great run, 1st down, Lower Cape May.
That was really nice. Really, very nice execution.
Great play, a great block. McNeil picked up a great block to give Douglas a few more seconds, and he threw another great tight spiral to Booth, put it on the outside for his hands, couldn't be picked off. He caught it, picked up an extra 3 yards, and turned it into a 17-yard pickup for the Tigers down to the 48-yard line of Egg Harbor.
Kudos to Brian McNeil there too, because the play before that he got tackled in the backfield. Luckily he didn't get his legs rolled up on, but he got tackled and it wasn't nice. And then he goes and lays his body out to complete that play.
Yellow on the inside handoff, quick snap, and that goes nowhere. Gets bottled up at the line of scrimmage.
And he's rewarded there, Ed, by getting stuck by a lineman.
And as we look down, Ryan, we see Alex Nelson, who we had him injured before. He's got his shoe off, and it looks like they're tending to his left ankle. So not a good sign for Coach Bailey with another injury, which he doesn't need to hear anything about.
Yeah,
So he's lost a couple players here, one for discipline and one for an injury. 10:20 left to play in the game, 33-3 EHT on top, 2nd and 10 ball on the 48-yard line of the Eagles. Dave Douglas in quarterback for relief of Ashton Ray, the sophomore in the shotgun. Brian McNeil to his right. High snap, he's going to drop back two steps, throws another pass, tipped and incomplete. Ball was intended
John Fernandez.
for John Fernandez, who we've called his name only once or twice.
Yeah, I've been watching him out there, Ed. It's not that, and I'm sure Coach Bailey wants to get him the ball, but the defensive backs for EHT have done a really good job. And that's Malachi Tennant, who's a senior. He's done a really good job on the corner there. And it's been hard to get anything going to John Fernandez. I mean, I'm sure he's one of the players who, if you're a Lower Cape May, you wanted to hear his name said a lot, but EHT's done a good job.
3rd and 10 for the Tigers, ball on the 48-yard line of the Eagles. 9:57 to play in the game, down 33-30. Looking to make something happen. Douglas takes the snap, rolls to his left, keeps it, stops at the 50, throws a high pass, and it's intercepted. Intercepted and ran back to the 50-yard line.
Right on cue, Malachi Tennant.
I don't know how you do it, Ryan. Malachi Tennant. Ryan, just speaking about how good of an effective defensive back he is, he took the pass, a good pass, from Douglas, picked it off, and stepped right in front of the receiver. I don't think he ever saw him out of the corner of his eye. And that is going to give EHT the ball on the 48-yard line of their own side of the field. 9:40 to play here.
Looks like we got some reserves in here for EHT.
Give us a second while we check numbers here. Looks like number 15, sophomore Andrew Olek, is the new quarterback. Olek looks to throw, throws it to the flat. A short pass intended for number 18, Jake Lund. So Coach Davis looks like he's going to call the dogs off a little bit and go with some reserve players who definitely deserve some time. And I hate to say it, being a player a long time ago, you were a player a little bit long time ago, whether you're up by 30 or down by 30, give the kids a chance to play. That show up for practice every day and put in the effort. And you know what, this is a great thing for all these kids.
Yeah, I think that was, you kind of look and they're up 30 in the fourth quarter and you're like, why is he throwing? But I think they were given the opportunity to Jake Lund there because he wanted to give him, let the kid come in, throw a pass. It's incomplete. You see the coach right away, Jake, get off the field. Like, you got your one time. We didn't, and you try to reward the kids too as well for,
That was John Lazos on the last carry there. Picked up 5 yards, 3rd and 5, ball on the 46 of the Tigers. 9 minutes left to play. Throw out to the flat, ball was dropped, intended for Nathaniel Nikon. Bring that 4th down, and we might see EHT punt for the first time tonight.
Looks like they're keeping him out there. They're going to see what he can do. 4th and 4.
Olek, a sophomore, 5'11", 171, also plays D-back on defense. So 2 sophomores in the backfield, quarterback running the show for the Eagles. That's
You're lower, you got to watch it. They're running it.
Inside handoff to John Lazos, and was stopped by the Tigers, and they're going to turn the ball over. EHT is going to turn the ball over on downs, back to lower, on the Lower Cape May 45-yard line, bringing them first and 10.
Lower takes over downs.
Stop by Two Black Dogs Cafe for the best cheesesteaks around. Two Black Dogs Cafe on Route 47 between Rio Grande and Cape May Courthouse. They're open 11 to 8 Wednesdays through Monday. Call 609-551-2391. Notch Tree Service, your cut above, wishes all the athletes best of luck this season. Notch Tree Service for all your tree and landscaping needs. Whaletail Brewery, located in the Burley section across from Home Depot, is cheering everyone on for a good season. Check out the Whaletail Brewery in Courthouse. 8:42, Ed Gorski, Ryan Torano here. 33-3, lower in the big hole. Sophomore Dave Douglas in relief for Ashton Ray. Inside handoff across the 50 to the 40. Big run for, I believe that's Bracken. Max Bracken on a 30-yard scamper for the Tigers. And that was one of the longest runs of the night for the Tigers.
I'm trying to look who that lineman was for Lower Cape May, number, looks like 76 or 78, but that play doesn't happen without him. He pulled, late the end coming off, or the linebacker coming off, number 12, blew him out and created that hole for Bracken to get up there. So that play doesn't happen without him.
First and 10, balls on the 24 of the Eagles. High snap, faked handoff, kept by Douglas, rolls to his left, knocked out of bounds at around the 24-yard line.
So Ed, sorry, that was Caden Britton on that last one. Even there, you saw him get a hand on. They're firing off. Zach Puentes, the outside linebacker, one of the best defensive players for EHT. He's firing off. But I'll tell you, Britton did a great job clearing him out on the play before, and then even there getting a chip on him to allow Douglas to get outside. 2nd and 7, ball on the 21 of the Eagles. 7:55 to play. Douglas in the backfield by himself. Inside handoff to Bracken. Bracken across the 24, maybe to the 23-yard line for a gain of maybe 2. That didn't look good there.
They got 3rd and 5. 7:30.
3rd and 5 for the Tigers. 7:30 and counting left to play in this game. EHT playing a pretty flawless game so far.
Ed, I'll be honest, I'm surprised to see the starting linebacker still in the game for EHT.
3rd and 5. Ball on the 19 of EHT. Lower Cape May threatening. The pitch out to Bracken. Runs into his own man and is taken down.
Not get the first down. He's only going to gain about a yard. He ended up running.
Maybe picks up 1.
Chase Ford did a good job.
Correction, that was Brian McNeil who was the carry, not Bracken. Bracken was out in front of him with the block.
Yeah.
This will be another 4th and go for it for the Caper Tigers, as they have to. 4th and 4. Ball on the 18 of the Eagles. 6:35 left to play. Lower in a pretty deep hole, down 30. 33-3. Here on a gorgeous night in October in Lower Cape May. Douglas back to pass. Throws it across the middle and nearly picked off, and turnover on downs for the Tigers, back to the Eagles of Egg Harbor Township.
EHT's Larry Wilson wasn't happy about missing that interception, but he was better off. I mean, now they got the ball, not that it really matters, but they got the ball up at the 18-yard line, whereas they would have had it on the 1 or 2.
The Flight Deck Diner, voted one of the best for breakfast, located at the county airport, wants to wish everyone a good year. That's the Flight Deck Diner at the Cape May County Airport. The Schickling family and Revolution Liquors on New Jersey Avenue in Wildwood would like to wish all the athletes and coaches the best of luck this season. 6:12 to go in the game. EHT takes over on downs, 1st and 10, ball on their own 18. A lot of reserves in the game, so bear with us as we get the numbers checked with our rosters here. Looks like the Eagles picked up about 3 yards on the play. 2 yards as they mark it off. 2nd and 8. Ball on the 20-yard line of the Eagles.
Second down, 8.
Andrew Olek, 5'11", 171-pound sophomore, in control of the game now, in relief. Inside handoff, and looks like they're going to keep it on the ground and try and let this clock keep turning a little bit, and I don't think Coach Bailey has any problem with that.
No, absolutely. And like I said, each time this ball goes into play, you just want everybody to get up and, get back to the huddle.
Coming up on 5 minutes. Olek in the backfield, pitches to his left, breaks it out to the outside, and that was John Lazos, who was taken out of bounds around the 35-yard line for a pickup of about 15 yards and a first down for the Eagles. Well, unfortunately, Ryan, for Lower Cape May, it's not going to get much easier next week. They host the Cedar Creek Pirates right now, who are playing some pretty darn good football in South Jersey. So it's going to be some tough sledding for the Tigers.
It's going to be some sleepless nights for Coach Bailey.
Ulrich the pitch out. Lazos to his right, cuts back to his left, has room across the 40 to the 45 to the 50,
Runs all the way out.
and he's out of bounds.
Yeah, that looks like freshman Jaheim McClellan.
5-yard loss. Reverse field. Good field position.
And it was. Again, apologize for the lack of names and numbers, as we have a lot of reserves and kids who don't get to play this often this early in games.
They got him listed number 83 as a wide receiver, but he's back there running. He actually looks pretty good back there. He's he may have a new position.
4 minutes to go in the game. Ulrich looks like EHT might have jumped and they didn't throw the flag. And McClellan takes the handoff and gets stopped for no gain. It looks like an EHT player lost a helmet.
Yeah, I think Lower may have gotten away with one there too, with the hands up around the headgear. And wisely, the EHT player just grabbed his helmet. The coaches were yelling for him, just take your helmet and come off the sideline.
3:43 and counting here. They wind the clock. 2nd and 9, ball on the 49 of the Eagles. Eagles up comfortably 33-3. Some late personnel changes. And it's going to cause Coach Davis and EHT to take a timeout because they did not have the right personnel in order. We'll take one of our last breaks here at Lower Cape May. You're listening to 98.7 The Coast, WCZT, your place for high school sports. Ed Gorski, Ryan Trano back here at Lower Cape May for the final 3:24 in a game that has been a one-sided event. Egg Harbor up 33-3 and playing with some reserves in there. Number 35 for Egg Harbor, Ethan Kelly, got nowhere and a flag was thrown. Been a very good officiated game by some very good senior officials on this crew, and not many flags have let the kids play the game, and that's always what we want to see. The flag looks like it's against Egg Harbor, it's a holding penalty. They're going to walk off 10 yards, and that's going to make it a second and long.
Second down and 20.
Second and 20. 3 minutes left to play. Olick in the backfield as the quarterback. Hands off to Xavier Aculi. Picks up a couple yards in a deep hole. Egg Harbor is going to improve to 4-2. 4-2, and the Tigers are going to fall to 1-5 overall, with a tough mount next week against a very well coached and tough Cedar Creek team coming in here. 3rd and 17, ball in the 42. Olnick. Cole turns the corner, slips 2 tackles, and gets knocked out of bounds just shy of a first down. A big run for Cole.
Listen, he's probably been on that sideline. He's been getting beat around by the first team defense, you know, probably as a scout back, and he's been taking his whooping. So it's nice to get in the game and be able to deliver a shoulder and, you know, break a few tackles and you know, get a nice run and get the crowd cheering for you.
It's like a 4th down, 4th and 3. EHC is going to go for it, 4th and 3. Olnick, hands off. Cole over the left side and gets the first down. Xavier Cole got hit twice in the backfield, was able to bounce off and maintain his balance. And
job by Cole there.
Down.
Yeah, he just kept those legs going, and you know the lineman got behind him and drove the pile.
Coming up on 1 minute, Ryan, and it looks like they're going to keep the ball on the ground and just churn this clock out and get out of here with a win. And Lower's going to have to try and get healthy, get back to the drawing board, and see what they can mount next week.
Yeah, you're hoping that the injury to Nelson isn't too much, and you know he's ready to go next week, because you can't afford to have anyone else on the sideline.
Well, we need, I'm sorry, not we, but Lower Cape May needs Sarah and Malin back for sure if they want to make a big difference next week.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough one, but you know, Coach Bailey, you want everybody out there. And
McClellan on that carry picked up 6 yards, and the clock's winding down.
Should be the last play of the game.
Under 30. They got to snap this one for sure before they let the time run out.
Most likely to be the final play of the game.
This should be the final play of the game, unless something major happens or something happens that takes it out of bounds or an incomplete pass, which I doubt they'll throw. The handoff to McClellan over the left side, met by a Lower player and taken down at the 45-yard line, and that's going to do it, folks, here at Lower Cape May Regional. We'll keep it here, wrap it up real quick. Lower Cape May loses 33-3 to Egg Harbor Township. And for Ryan and myself, we thank you for listening. For Norm back at the studio and our great videographer bringing you the game, we will see you next time on 98.7 The Coast, WCZT, your place for high school sports. Thank you.